Okay, so welcome back to another edition of Salon Talk where we're talking motherhood. This is our bonus motherhood. What kind of mother are you? I have a few bullets that I want to share. Okay, bullet number one: can you apologize or admit that you were wrong? As a parent, we need to apologize to our children sometimes because sometimes we get it wrong, and showing that humility shows them how to be humble, being that example for them. Okay, being transparent, being humble. We also need to forgive our parents. Our parents may, okay, now I'm just saying, ask your children to forgive you whenever you do wrong. But you know what? Your parents may not even see the need to ask you to forgive them, but forgive them anyway. Release your parents, let them off the hook. Stop living in bondage to the way you were brought up. They did the best they could with the hand that they were dealt. Give them the benefit of the doubt and just thank God that they were able to bless you with life. Now, what you do with the rest of your life is up to you. It's your gift back to them. It's your gift back to God. Okay, so humble yourself and apologize. Next bullet: foster independence. Encourage them to try and experience new things. Build up their confidence and their self-esteem. Fostering independence in our children. This starts from the time they're here. The Bible says train up a child in the way that he should go. So we should be fostering independence. So when children are coming into their own identity, as far as trying new things or expressing what they like, what their interests are, encourage that. Encourage that. If they want to do things on their own that are healthy and they're not a sin, or they won't get them and send them to jail, encourage them, because that will help them to become more confident in their decision making. And then you won't have to they won't be so needed. They'll have confidence in their decision making and saying, look at what I did, age appropriate, of course. Okay, so foster independence. Encourage them to try new things, try new foods, change up the people who you associating with, change up what you watch on TV. As long as, like I said, as long as it's not a sin, as long as they ain't gonna send them to jail. Next bullet. So we already said apologize to your children, foster independence. Next is teach them by example how to be responsible, to be kind, to be resilient. Okay, so our children are totally watching this, and for more information on that, just watch the other video on on motherhood. Okay, but teach them by example because they are watching this. I remember when my mama used to get off from work, pull up in the yard, and just sit in the vehicle. And guess what? I do the same thing. And now I understand why she does that. That's her me time. She didn't ask for much, but just leave her alone in the car for a few minutes. Let her get herself together and plan her next step. Okay? Or whatever she was doing out there. I don't know what she was doing, but I know me. So teach them by example. So be responsible. Teach them responsibility. Let them see you being responsible. Let them see you paying the bills. Ask them to assist you in paying the bills. Let them see you cleaning up after yourself. You take it out, put it back up. Let them see you. Intentionally let them see you practice this. Cleaning up the house, doing chores, setting a schedule, setting a routine, setting a timer, doing stuff that you need to do at nighttime, doing stuff that you need to do in the daytime. Do I have a stalker? Gabrielle, you stalking me? Yeah, she's stalking me. Okay, teach them to be kind. Let them see you being kind to others, but even kindness to yourself. Our children need to see us nurturing and caring for ourselves. I remember my mama she didn't ask for much. Once again, real humble lady. But she always used a special soap. And we knew not to use that soap. We knew that was mama soap. You know, she used that because it was good for her skin. And we couldn't use mama soap. But she showed us that she took special care for herself. And it's okay, parents. Look, it is not selfish. Tell them children no. They need to hear no because it's a part of life, and it don't need to be the first time they hear it when a stranger tell them out in the street. They need to know that no is a part of life. Things are not going to always go your way. So it's okay for you to have your soap. Okay? So that because it teaches self-care. And they see you being kind to yourself. Let them see you struggle. Because they also need to see you when you bounce back. When grandmama was sick and on her deathbed, I let my children see this is hard for me. When I had to get back up and keep moving in the face of that tough time, they saw it. They saw it. They were there. They encouraged me. I encouraged them. You know, so we need to foster we need to be that example to them about resilience and whatever, etc., etc., etc. Whatever they need to see by example, let's show them. Fathers, let your sons see you loving on mothers, and your daughters see you loving on mothers, because it teaches them how to be treated and respected in a relationship and what not to put up with. Okay? Because it's going to come another day. It's going to come another day, and you want to make sure you have that seed planted in the ground for your children. Okay? As arrows, the next bullet. So we said apologize, foster independence, let them try new things, be that example. The next one is as arrows. As arrows, what does that mean? As arrows are in the hands of mighty men, so are our children in our hand. So we need to make sure, we need to make sure that we find out what our children's unique gift, talents, and abilities are, and point them in that direction. Some children are good at talking. Some children are not good at being talkers and being around people and being in front of people. Some children are good at singing, and others are good at helping and assisting. Whatever the gift is, we need to help them to discover their unique gifts, talents, and abilities, because God blessed all of us with them. And that'll help point them in the right direction. And like I said, as arrows are in the hands of mighty men, we're supposed to point our children in the right direction according to their natural being. Stop expecting one child to be just like another child, because children are different. None of them are the same. They are people. They're just people, So just because your oldest child either excelled or made a mess, don't put that pressure on your current child to live up to the expectations of that child. This pathetic. Am I boring myself? No, it's just late. It's late. So, like, if they have a gift of like doing videos, let them do their videos. If they like to make stuff, they craft it, let them be crafted and develop their gifts. Put them in workshops. Find special tutors to help them with that, to hone in on that particular craft that they have. So let's put our children in the right directions. Okay? My handwriting is horrible. But look, this one is real good. Ask your children how you're doing as a parent. Ask them to grade you, and ask them what you could do better. I used to ask my son this all the time. It used to be a list of questions. I do not know what that list is anymore. But what am I doing as a parent? Am I too strict? Am I too lenient? What would you like to see me do different? Do you get enough hugs? Am I attentive enough? Do we talk about hard conversations, or am I too involved? We had those conversations. So ask your children, what kind of parent are you? So I asked Gabrielle that this morning, and she was able to tell me. She thinks I'm pretty cool. But Don't get it twisted. When I step off kilter, she will call me in, and I like that. It's humbling, but we need it. We need it. As long as they're respectful, let your children teach you some stuff. You know, let them teach you. Because that shows what they're learning. Okay, that one was for free. Okay, don't put your children on other people to raise. Ask for help from other people. Let them be influences if they're positive. Excuse me. But and let them go to other people. Let them go around other people. But don't abandon your children. Don't make your children be somebody else's to raise. Don't be letting mama raise the children. It's a lot of grandmamas who raising their children. I mean, look, let me tell you something. I digress here because look, every situation is different. This is not pointing no fingers to anybody who getting help from their mama. My mama wouldn't help me like I wanted her to eat. But at the end of the day, that was my child. And it was my responsibility. Give me just a minute. I'm trying to finish up this video. Okay, so don't do that. Don't put your children off on other people to raise. I'm not saying don't let people be involved, but make sure that even I know parents who went and worked for the military and their children were still at home. They still would call their children and put in time with their children, just like they were actively there. How was your day? Do you need anything? Did you have any trouble out of anybody? Is there anything that I could do to help you out? Let's talk about this. What's your boyfriend's name? They were involved in their children's life. So, I'm not saying that they're not special cases because they are. This is not cookie cutter by no means. But for the record, we need to make sure that we are developing a relationship with our children and having and putting time in with them. I need a few more minutes. Okay, so you'll close the door, please. Okay, so don't put your children off on other people to raise. I understand them catching a bus to somebody's house. I understand all of that, but at the end of the day, our children really need their relationship with us. You might be going through a divorce, a separation. You might have remarried. You might have a step parent or somebody involved in your child's life, but ultimately your child needs you to influence them. Your child needs you to bring them up, to raise them up. So you might feel like you don't have that maternal instinct that you really, really, really feel like a child needs. You might feel like, I'm going to mess them up on my child. I don't know what I'm doing. But you know what? Apologize. I'm like I said, let me go still say, okay, I'm not saying that I got it all right and that I'm the perfect parent. But I would ask my son that, as being a single parent, I asked him, am I messing you up? He was like, oh no, ma'am, you're fine, you're great, mama. I said, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying my best. I'm asking God to help me along the way. And I did that. I asked God to send people who will help me. And I'm still asking him with these girls. And I have a husband. Don't let my children go lacking for nothing that they need that will help them to get to their next level. Put the right people in their path with power and influence who will help them. Okay? Let me see where we at. So stay involved and active in your children's life. And look, it's not too late. You might be thinking, well, I have been to jail or my children saw me do too much. They won't forgive me. They mad, they angry because I was not there when they were younger. You know what? Keep trying. Try. Ask God to show you what to do. Go on a fast. Seek God. But don't let that child grow up thinking that you don't love them. Don't let them have that. Don't allow that seed of rejection and abandonment to take root in their life and make them think that they're not loved and that they're not lovable. Make sure you let them know, I love you, son. I love you, daughter. I love you, child of mine. Mama love you. And you might be a daddy who watching this, but look, same thing true for you. Show that child right now that you love them. It's not too late. Children want the love of their parents. They do. And children are very resilient. And they are very forgiving. They are. Sometimes all they want to hear is, I'm sorry. It don't matter. These children just want love. So love them. Make sure that you protect them. Make sure that you guide them. Make sure that you pour the right seed in them. Sing to them. Hold their hand. Take them fishing. Read a book. Get on the floor and play baby dolls with them. Get on the floor and play race car with them. But mothers, you are irreplaceable. Okay? So do what you can while you can. Okay? Have a good day.